The story begins in the year 1962, where we are shown a very large ship in the middle of the Pacific Ocean named Antonia Graza. There are a total of 600 passengers on this ship who are heading to New York. A party is going on in this ship where a very beautiful singer is singing a song, and everyone is enjoying the singer's song and dancing happily. Everyone on the ship was very happy, but they didn't know that in a few minutes, something was going to happen to them that is terrifying even to think about. Then we see a man lift a lever upwards from the engine room. When the lever is pulled, a sharp wire tightens up, slicing through everyone. Instantly, all their bodies are cut in half. It was a very tragic scene where blood was spread everywhere. A little girl named Katie survives because she was short, which caused the wire to pass over her head. After this, we are shown a scene 40 years later where we see some people pulling a large ship with the help of a tugboat. Suddenly, that old ship sinks. Seeing this, the group's leader sends a girl from his team named Murphy to the old ship so that Murphy can free the old ship from the wire it was being towed with. Otherwise, if this old ship sinks, their tugboat will sink along with it. When Murphy reaches the old ship, she finds out that a crack has formed in the lower part of the old ship, due to which water is rapidly filling the ship, and in the next 5 minutes, this ship will sink. Murphy tells this to her team leader. Hearing this, the team leader orders Murphy to release the wire with which we are pulling this ship and immediately get out of there and come to us on the tugboat because we are going to leave this old ship behind. Just then, 2 more teammates reach Murphy and they also tell Murphy to get out and leave the ship, but it had taken them 3 months to find this ship, which is why Murphy was not going to leave this ship so easily. She jumps in to save the ship, and her 2 companions grab tools and follow. The 3 of them somehow manage to save the ship from sinking by welding its crack just before it sinks, and they make a lot of money by selling this ship in the market. The team leader splits this money equally among the team. Here, a man named Jack had been keeping an eye on these people for a long time and was listening to their conversations. He finds out that these people find ships that disappear at sea and make money by selling them in the market. That man named Jack comes to them and tells the team leader about a ship in which treasure is hidden. Jack was actually talking about the ship where 40 years ago, an unknown man had killed everyone by pulling a lever. The team leader knew of the Antonia Graza, a ship lost 40 years ago. He says many have searched for the ship, but to this day, it's never been found. Jack tells his team leader he knows the ship's exact location. If we get that ship and sell it, we'll all be rich overnight. Hearing about the money, the entire group quickly agrees to the mission. The very next day, they set out on their tugboat to find the Antonia Graza. After a journey of several days, these people reach a very desolate place in the sea where a man from the team gets a signal of a ship being nearby. They realize the ship that was lost 40 years ago must be somewhere nearby. Just a little further ahead, a massive ship appears before them. This is the same ship from the story's beginning, which had been lost at sea for the last 40 years. Everyone becomes overjoyed upon seeing the ship, believing that selling it is going to make them rich. Now the team leader asks 2 people to stay on the tugboat, and he himself goes inside the old ship with some companions to investigate. Upon entering, the team hears a strange sound that puts them on edge. Following this, their leader signals for them to continue moving forward. Following the sound, they reach a huge claw. They see its hand is still moving, but then it suddenly stops. Feeling something was strange, they moved forward to further investigate the ship. Inside, it was completely in ruins, everything broken and rusted. As they move forward, one of them almost falls through the collapsing floor, but Murphy catches him. While pulling him up, she spots a girl down below. This is the same girl who was the sole survivor on a ship in 1962 when a wire passed overhead. But the surprising thing was that even after 40 years, her age was the same, which means that this is the girl's spirit. When Murphy sees the girl again, the girl suddenly disappears somewhere. Somehow, they manage to pull their companion up. Murphy doesn't know if what she saw was real or an illusion, but seeing it terrified her. The ship was so massive they began exploring and kept walking until they reached the main cabin. While investigating, they find a digital watch. Seeing this, these people get confused because 40 years ago, this type of digital watch did not exist. And seeing this watch, these people understand that surely some people have been here before them. After this, they all return to their tugboat, and the team leader decides that they will tow the ship with the tugboat the next day. The next morning, they discover a huge hole in the ship, causing it to slowly sink into the water. The team leader says towing the ship in its current state is impossible. It has taken on too much water, drastically increasing its weight. So attempting to tow this old ship with a tugboat would just be foolish. Now they decide that first, they will weld a hole in the ship shut, and then they will pump out all the water from inside the ship and tow it with the tugboat. The crew agrees with the captain and gets to work. Some start repairing the ship's hull, while the rest of them go search for treasure. While investigating the treasure, Murphy reaches a swimming pool. She is shocked to see the swimming pool because it was riddled with bullet holes. Now, as she is coming up from the swimming pool, the girl appears in front of Murphy again, and seeing her, Murphy falls back into the pool out of fear. Her head hits the swimming pool floor hard, and she starts bleeding, but the swimming pool absorbs her blood. When Murphy looks up again, the girl wasn't there, and now Jack is there. Jack helps Murphy get out of the swimming pool. As soon as she gets out, Murphy tells Jack that she just saw a girl here, but she doesn't know where she suddenly disappeared. Jack tells Murphy it's her imagination and there's nothing here. They continue walking, and right after they leave, the swimming pool fills up entirely with blood. Meanwhile, the team leader finds the cabin of the old ship's captain. He steps inside and sees the room is in a really terrible condition. The team leader found nothing special there. When the team leader's gaze falls on the table in front, he sees that there was a bottle of liquor, and in the glass someone had already poured a drink. It looked like someone had just had a drink in here and left. Just as the team leader is about to drink from the glass, he looks at the mirror in front of him and sees the captain of this old ship. Terrified at the sight, the team leader drops his glass, shattering it, and then runs off in fear. Strange incidents were happening to everyone on this ship. A team member named Mark starts hearing the voice of a female singer on the ship. He follows that voice and reaches the ship's lower deck, where the lady singer is also present. This was the same singer we saw at the beginning of the story. On the other side, as Murphy and Jack move forward and open the gate leading out of the laundry room, all the accumulated water rushes out onto them, containing many dead bodies. Scared, Murphy and Jack start moving forward from there. Moving forward, a cabin door opens in front of them. Inside, Jack finds a luxury car and is thrilled, but Murphy senses something is wrong and wants to leave quickly. Then, they spot movement from another room. When the two of them get close to that thing and remove the items placed on top of it, their eyes are left wide open because there was a box full of gold lying there. Murphy calls for her team. Once there, they move the items and find 9 identical boxes. Each box held 28 gold bars, and everyone was overjoyed. They had all become rich overnight. After finding such a huge treasure, they decide to leave the ship here and only take the gold with them. After this, they put all the gold on their tugboat, and now they prepare to leave from here. As the captain cleans the engine to start the boat, we see its gas cylinder valve turn on by itself. This causes gas to start spreading in the air. Meanwhile, Murphy sees the same girl again, running towards her as if she wants to tell her something, but then someone grabs her and pushes her down. As the tugboat captain turns the engine on, gas leaking from a cylinder suddenly explodes. The massive blast rips through the entire boat, killing him instantly. Now they were stranded on a deserted ship in the middle of the sea. All these people are very distressed because the tugboat they had to leave from here was completely destroyed. One of their companions, named Mark, gets very upset looking at his girlfriend's photo because they were supposed to get married in 2 weeks, and now he feels he will never be able to escape from this ship. Distressed, Mark starts to drink the aged liquor. On the other hand, Murphy is also confused about why she keeps seeing that girl, so she tries to find out more about her. She checks the passenger names in the ship's data and finds out that the girl she is seeing is named Katie. While researching, she reaches Katie's room, where, upon opening the wardrobe door, she finds Katie's skeleton, which frightens Murphy very much. Murphy somehow composes herself and takes the skeleton's locket. Inside is a photo of the parents of the little girl standing right behind her. Seeing her gives Murphy a huge shock. Katie says, "Don't close that locket because I'm seeing my mom and dad after so many years." Murphy still couldn't believe she was talking to a dead girl, but when she tried to hand the locket to Katie, it passed right through Katie's hand. And now, Murphy knew this girl was not human, but a soul. Katie tells Murphy that the souls of many other people are trapped on this ship, and these souls cannot be freed until the man who traps people's souls here is killed. Murphy asks Katie who the man is that has trapped her and the other souls here. Just as Katie is about to tell Murphy about that man, some strange insects suddenly start appearing on the ceiling, which scares Katie a lot. She tells Murphy they must get off the ship immediately or they will be killed. After that, Katie vanishes. Meanwhile, Mark feels dizzy after drinking the entire bottle. The tables and chairs shake, and instantly everything is repaired, new. And the people who were killed on this ship 40 years ago stood alive again in front of Mark. Mark stood in the middle while people all around him started applauding for him. Mark finds it strange at first, but he chalks it up to the alcohol. A moment later, the lady singer gets close and becomes intimate with him. The lady singer completely enthralls Mark and makes him follow her. Mark also starts following her without a second thought. Foolish Mark is completely unaware that the singer is trapping him. She stands at the floor's edge and begins calling out to him. Trying to get the singer, Mark falls from the floor and dies. Meanwhile, we are shown the team leader sitting in the old ship's captain's room when he sees a bottle of liquor start to slide on its own. Soon, the ship's captain's ghost appears before him. The sight terrifies the team leader. Then the ship's captain pours him a glass of liquor to drink and also gives him a photo of a ship named Lorelei. The captain explains that many years ago, a man came to them and told them about the Lorelei ship. He said the Lorelei held a huge treasure. When we rescued the ship, we actually found all of it. The captain shows the team leader another photo and says that this is the man who told us about the Lorelei ship. The team leader's breath caught seeing the photo. The man was none other than Jack, and the picture was 40 years old. Even after 40 years, he hadn't aged at all. He looked exactly the same as he had 40 years ago. The team leader finally understands Jack is not a human, but a ghost. With this realization, he desperately wanted to get his team off the ship. He quickly starts looking for his crewmates, but then the same crewmate who was killed in the blast on the tugboat due to a gas leak appears before him. In fact, it is the soul of the man killed in the blast who moves forward to kill the team leader. The leader wants to save himself, but then Murphy suddenly blocks his path. The blast victim's soul vanishes, but the team leader sees Murphy's face as his crewmates, the same one who died in the blast and had just been haunting him as a ghost. That's why the team leader, mistaking Murphy for a ghost, attacks her. But Murphy injures his leg to save herself. But this doesn't harm the team leader much. He gets up to attack Murphy again. Just before the leader kills Murphy, Jack knocks him out from behind with an iron rod. It's Jack, the same man who brought them all here. In the entire team, only the team leader had figured out that Jack was not a human but a demon, and Jack also understood that the team leader knew the whole truth about him. Therefore, to get the team leader out of his way, he incites everyone against him. He says that if he regains consciousness, he might harm one of us. Everyone agrees with Jack, so they throw their leader into a tank. Now, finding no other way to escape, they get to work repairing the ship as planned. Soon, they weld the breach in the ship through which water was coming in and start pumping out the accumulated water from inside the ship. Murphy sees that her crewmate Mark is missing, so she immediately goes out to find him. The girl's spirit appears again, showing her that the man she's looking for is dead. It's Mark, who was killed trying to win over the singer. The girl touches Murphy's shoulder, pulling her back to that night in 1962. Back to the incident when everyone on the ship was killed. That night, everyone on the ship was killed very brutally, and a group was doing all this, whose aim was to steal all the gold on this ship. These people killed some by mixing poison in their food, cut some into 2 pieces with a wire, and riddled others with bullets. Even Katie couldn't escape their wrath. They took her to her room and hanged her. Behind all this was the same lady singer who had made this entire plan to loot the gold, and with the help of her people, she killed everyone on the ship. They now possessed all the gold. The ship's officer was secretly working with the singer. At her signal, he turns on and kills his own men. But as soon as he turns, the lady singer shoots him too. The lady singer thinks that all the gold is now hers because everyone on the ship has been killed. But then, a man enters who was the mastermind of this whole game, and he hangs and kills the lady singer with an iron chain. Murphy is watching all this with Katie's help, and just then she also sees the mastermind of this game, which shocks her because that man is none other than Jack, who brought them here by luring them with gold. Because there was a hole in the ship and it was slowly sinking. Some people were needed to save the ship from sinking, so Jack cleverly brought them here. Now the ship was completely fixed, so Jack no longer needed these people, and now he would kill them all too. Then Murphy remembers that because of Jack, they locked their leader away in the tank. Now Murphy runs to her leader to save his life, but the leader has already died due to the tank filling with water. Murphy tries to break the tank's glass to save her leader, but the tank's glass was very strong, so despite trying her best, she couldn't save the leader. Next, Murphy goes to her companion, the one called Dodge. Murphy tells Dodge everything about Jack and says to shoot him on sight. I'm going to find another teammate. A short while after Murphy leaves, Jack appears in front of Dodge, whom Murphy had told to shoot Jack wherever he saw him. Dodge tells Jack to stand right there and not move from his spot. Hearing this, Jack understands that Murphy has told him the whole truth about him. Then Jack tries to distract Dodge with talk and snatch the gun from him. But Dodge figures out Jack's plan and shoots him, sending him flying backward. Dodge approaches Jack and sees that he has been killed. Thinking Jack is dead, Dodge leaves. However, we discover that Jack is, in fact, still alive. On the other hand, Murphy learns that the companion she went to find has been killed in the water. With everyone on her crew dead but Dodge, Murphy decides to destroy the whole ship. After which, Murphy starts fitting bombs in every corner of the ship, and just then, Dodge comes to her. Dodge tells Murphy that he killed Jack. Hearing this, Murphy says that Jack is not going to die because Jack is not a human but a demon. So we have to blow up this entire ship so that Jack cannot trap any other human here like us. And all the souls that Jack has imprisoned on this ship will be free. Here, Dodge angrily tells Murphy that we shouldn't blow up the ship because that would ruin all the gold on it, and we would have to return home empty-handed without getting any gold. Murphy says this gold is a trick by Jack that we will never be able to take, so I must blow up this ship. Jack now gets that Murphy will not agree no matter what, so he reveals his true self, which shows us he killed Dodge too. Jack tells her that your job and my job are the same. Just as you collect ships stranded at sea, I collect souls. I was once human, but for my many sins, I was given this job. Now I'm a soul collector, and I need the ship. And I don't want you to blow up this ship. Jack gives Murphy a chance. He says, "Go, I won't kill you. But in return, you must not blow up the ship." But Murphy ignores him, so Jack strikes her with an iron rod, knocking her to the ground. As Jack closes in to kill Murphy, she shoots an arrow at the bomb remote and jumps into the water. A massive explosion rocks the ship, which then starts sinking into the water. And Murphy is trapped under the ship in the water. Now she sees no way out, and she is starting to run out of breath. Just then, Katie's spirit appears and takes Murphy's hand, showing her the way up. Then Murphy sees that all the souls that Jack had imprisoned have been set free. Murphy manages to get to the surface with great difficulty and sees that all the souls on the ship have started to go to their real world. In fact, all the souls here were Jack's slaves. Only Katie's soul could not become his slave because Katie's soul was pure, which is why Jack couldn't control her much. That's why Katie's soul was helping Murphy again and again. Here, Murphy stays afloat in the sea with the help of a box, and then she reaches a ship that rescues her. When she is brought to the port, she sees from her ambulance that Jack is still alive and is transferring all the ship's gold to another ship so that he can kill more people for the greed of that gold and imprison their souls. And with that, this story ends. If you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video.